Hello and welcome to my first official Wednesday wisdom. We'll get an intro. I am recommitting to my intention of showing up with more presence on this platform as a way to inspire and create change in the world that aligns with the magnificent beauty that I experience in my life, that I have intentionally created in my life. And my hope for Wednesdays, my intention is to release Wisdom Wednesdays once a week and share a little bit about what's showing up in my realm, my current existence. And today it has really been about mothers. So let's dive right in. This energy of being a mother, being a daughter. What is the experience of raising a soul? How is that experience integrated by the child, by the soul? And how does it feel as we continue in life and age, expand with greater compassion for the journey that our mothers experienced, greater compassion for ourselves, and the balancing of these energies. And what I'm currently feeling as I visit my mom, there's been this, it's the first time where we have like a full 7 days with just us. My one of my little brothers, who's 24, he just moved up to Seattle with his partner and my nephew. And so we're having some beautiful mother-daughter time. And it's the first visit where we've both come so far in our individual journeys that we can now actually coexist in the same residence. But beyond that, to really honor one another as sovereign individual beings with love, with more softness, with a kind of gentleness that I never thought as a child I would experience with my mother. And in this humbling, beautiful moment of peace, I'm at the park across the street from her place, just like reveling in the breeze and the birds chirping and the children laughing. In recognizing my mother's journey, which I know is tough for so many millennials, we're this first generation of beings who are doing this work, acknowledging our past, healing generational trauma. And it can be so tough to have patience for adults, and especially our parents and what they went through, and to see them as souls who often really did the best that they could, even if it's nothing like we would have done, even if we don't agree with anything that they did. It can be really easy to forget what life was like on this planet when they were growing up, what life is still like for so many as they break through out of the matrix into a reality that is more consciously curated. And as light workers, as star seeds, as beings of multidimensional consciousness who understand that there is more to existence than our physical reality, it can be tough to remember what it's like when you're still inside the matrix, when you're still so deeply rooted and ingrained. And our parents grow up with so much programming through television. And being around my parents, remembering that TV is like a really anchored form of entertainment in a lot of people's lives. And there's nothing wrong with that when it's viewed through a conscious lens, but it's also so easy to be caught up in the stories that we witness. I see it in myself. Like if I watch a movie, suddenly these narratives of shallow experience are at the forefront of my ability to think and process, and I can notice that sense of the memory of what it felt like to have my power externalized, my power outside of me. At this point, I am my power, I am my path, I am my way, and I'm so embodied in my understanding of who I am that when I'm re-exposed to these outdated ways of being, seeing, thinking, feeling, when I'm re-exposed to characters who, yes, fiction, it's impossible to recreate the complexity of life, really. However, the simplicity of these characters can be so addictive to the ego, to the aspect of us that just wants things to be simple. And when those thoughts are constantly circulating through the repetitive experience or practice of watching television, we rob ourselves of the opportunity to, feeling the sun over here, we rob ourselves of the opportunity to be fully present in the complexity of life, to acknowledge it, to savor it, to revel in the fact that we are experiencing so many different aspects of who we are all simultaneously. And to hold that simultaneous experience of presence, we have to expand. We have to expand with, through, and beyond the polarity that we are taught is reality. And right now, in this moment, having expanded so far into realms and ways of seeing that are so natural, that are my truth in and as consciousness, I can see with new perspective just how ingrained these linear titles, labels, the way that they're utilized to keep us within a specific framework of accessing who we are and then expressing it. We are multidimensional beings of frequency. We are infinite. We are capable of all. We are all of it and we are none of it. And I hope to inspire or remind anyone on this path that this is one perspective through which to view the journey of life. Thank you. Thank you so much.